Hello and welcome back to the channel for another Doctor Who video. Today I'm bringing you a news update for the upcoming Centenary special, the first bit of promotion we've got for the special since the trailer aired at the end of Legend of the Sea Devils on Easter Day. So at long last, we finally have the title for this story. We can stop calling it just, the Centenary special or whatever. Stop speculating about what the title is going to be. The information comes courtesy of Doctor Who magazine issue 582, which is officially released in shops tomorrow at the time of recording, but subscribers have been lucky enough to get their copies a day early and to read this coverage of the special inside, which is very, very exciting indeed and does indeed include this title. So just out of respect for Doctor Who magazine, I won't be covering all the other coverage in this video, the interviews, the images and stuff. It is mainly images, to be honest, new images of the characters and of the monsters and things, the Cybermen, etc. You get some interviews too with Janet Fielding, with Sophie Aldred, with Ray Holman, the costume designer, with Patrick O'Kane, who plays Ashad, and of course the cover star of this issue, Sash Dhawan as well, who of course plays the Master. And they do actually confirm inside the issue as well, this is only the first part of their Centenary special coverage, so it will continue into the next issue on sale 13th of October. But yes, I have read all this coverage from this particular issue myself already, and it is definitely worth a read, so make sure you go and check out this issue when it goes on sale tomorrow if you're not indeed a subscriber already. But the one bit of news that I will be sharing and discussing in this video is of course the title of the Centenary special. If you would rather read it first in Doctor Who magazine when it goes on sale tomorrow, then look away now, turn off the video. But otherwise, without further ado, the title of the Centenary special is The Power of the Doctor. So there we go, the 13th Doctor's final story finally has a title. And there are indeed some echoes back to previous Doctor Who story titles in that title, so most obviously stuff like The Power of the Daleks, or indeed the Of the Doctor stories from around the 50th anniversary. This will be the first time the Doctor has actually been referenced in a Jodie Whittaker era story title. Indeed, the first time the Doctor has featured in a story title since The Doctor Falls in 2017. I mean, we have had allusions to the Doctor in Jodie Whittaker era story titles, like The Woman Who Fell to Earth or The Timeless Children. Both those titles allude to and refer to the Doctor. And now, rather fittingly for her final story, she actually gets to feature herself, the power of the Doctor. So what could this title mean? Are there any sort of hidden messages in here and hidden secrets and things that we can kind of glean from it? I mean, probably not that much, really, to be honest. Like I say, it is significant that for the first time in this era, the Doctor is actually featuring in a title. Then the only other thing we've got to go off, really, is that word power. What does that mean in this context? I mean, like I say, it harks back to things like the power of the Daleks, or indeed more recently, and in general terms, the power of three. I think for me, it sort of suggests two things which could perhaps play into the story. So first of all, obviously because regeneration has changed now, we've had the Timeless Children, the Timeless Child, all that sort of stuff which kind of redefined what regeneration is and what the Doctor is and who she is. Perhaps that title, the power of the Doctor, it is literally referring to regeneration, to this sort of original source of regeneration, I guess, which is the Doctor. This sort of unique power from within that she never quite realised she actually had. And then secondly, and more broadly, more generally speaking as well, I think the power of the Doctor could just refer to the character of the Doctor, both in universe and from a real world perspective as well. And in particular, who she is, what she stands for, what she means to the people in universe, and also what she means to the fans, from a real world perspective as well. What this Doctor has meant to the fans and to her fans, and perhaps even just more broadly, what the Doctor as a whole, like as a character, means to fans of Doctor Who. Perhaps we're going to get a sort of metafictional thing going on there, where we kind of reflect on the legacy of this nearly 60-year-old character. In terms of my actual thoughts on the title, yeah, I can get on board with it, I think. I like it enough. It's not probably something that would have occurred to me straight away. It wouldn't have been my first choice necessarily, but then what would have been? I don't know. Because there's been so much speculation, so many suggestions from fans and stuff. Yeah, I think this will do nicely. And obviously, it remains to be seen whether there'll be a sort of extra dimension to it within the plot itself, and whether it'll sort of play on those ideas that I've suggested, because if it did, and if it does, then yeah, I think the title would go up in my estimations. But certainly I think it does do all the work it needs to do, for this epic scale, big final adventure for the 13th Doctor. Those are my very brief thoughts on the Centenary special title, but what do you think of it? Do you think it's a strong title, or a weak title, a good title, or a bad title? Is it the sort of thing you expected it to be? Is it the sort of thing you wanted it to be? Whatever the case, please let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and also your thoughts and predictions as to what it could mean. Please give this video a like if you have enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you're new for more Power of the Doctor coverage in the future. And if you fancy going one step further to support me on Patreon, you can find the link to my Patreon page in the video description. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye for now.